You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented
Professor, what made you want to teach herbology?
How lovely of you to ask. I've always had an affinity for greenery, so this situation is a bit of a dream come true. After graduation, I was thrilled to be asked to step in for my old herbology professor. He'd had a slight accident, you see.
Oh dear. A shame for him, but it worked out well for you.
Well, he never cared, really cared for the plants, and they could sense it. Oh, you'd be surprised how perceptive a plant can be. At any rate, the trouble began one day when he cut into a wigan tree. Unfortunately for him, its leaves were hiding a bowtruckle. You may recall the marvellous creatures that resemble a twig. The little beast gouged the professor's eyes quite fiercely, but terrifying, I'd imagine. Likely for the professor, too.
And that's when you took over as the herbology professor?
Well, not quite. After 3 weeks at St. Mungo's, my predecessor regained a tiny bit of his eyesight. He insisted on returning to the greenhouse. Within a week, he claims by accident, kicked a Chinese chomping cabbage, so it was back to St. Mungo's for him.
What a string of bad luck.
Well, I felt awful for him, but I dare say I felt a bit more sympathy for the cabbage. Upon his discharge from the hospital, his indifference to plants had turned to utter disdain. He lost what little patience he had left with a particularly temperamental venomous tentacula and, well, his resulting leave of absence continues to this day.
I'm glad everything worked out as it did and that you're the herbology professor now.
Very kind of you to say. I do love these gardens and helping my students grow. Lovely speaking with you. Have a wonderful day. Oh, and remember, be kind to your wigan trees. Wonderful to see you again.
I've completed my assignments, Professor.
Pleased to hear it. Professor Weasley will be too. I'll be sure to let her know how well you're coming along.
Thank you, Professor.
Professor Hecat tells me she taught you Levioso, so you should be ready for a more advanced levitation charm. Wingardium Leviosa requires a bit of concentration and a nice, graceful wand movement. Let's see you try your hand at it. When executed correctly, you should be able to pick up boulders as though they were sprigs of sneezewort. Well done! Feel free to practice Wingardium Leviosa here in the greenhouse. I've set some crates out for you in the next room.
Leviosa!
Flouting the norms of the day, I see. I suppose we each bloom in our own way.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Abandoned.
Those have been their plans.
Confringo! Accio! Levioso! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Arresto Momentum! Depulso! Revelio.
Haven't a clue why there's such a fuss over poaching. There's enough beast flesh for everyone. Betting on the dragon fights was the best decision I've made yet. Be it upon your heads when our expectations come out before I fight.
Compulso! Incendio! Arresto Momentum! Incendio! Depulso!
Rookwoods don't go down
Arresto
easy.
Momentum! Depulso! Incendio! Expelliarmus!
Hey, that's mine!
Confringo! Levioso! Glacius! Accio! Levioso!
If I have so much as a scratch on me, you'll be sorry!
Glacius! Accio. Confringo. Levioso.
Am I supposed to be impressed?
Depulso. Incendio. Arresto
All
Momentum.
right, you've had your
Expelliarmus.
fun.
Confringo. Levioso. Accio. Glacius. Levioso.
Someone get me!
Incendio. Arresto Momentum. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Depulso. The beasts are Revelio. Alohomora. Expelliarmus. Settle yourself. I mean you no harm. The castle must have been quite stately in its time.
How would you like to learn the knockback jinx flipendo? Once you've completed the necessary tasks, come and find me in the greenhouse.
Psst, over here, quietly. I'm glad that you received my owl. We need to stay low and remain quiet.
Natty, what's going on? Why are we all the way out here?
As promised, I did some investigating to find out what Harlow is up to. I followed him to the Hog's Head. I noticed him reading a letter. All I could see was that it was signed by and bore the seal of Victor Rookwood. And after you told me that Rookwood and Harlow were after you, I decided that you were the perfect person to join me in taking them down. For good. That letter is the tangible proof that Officer Singer needs. It is why I followed Harlow here and why I wrote to you. I need your help to retrieve it.
Can't we just bypass Officer Singer and go directly to the Ministry?
Do you think they will listen to a student? Only Officer Singer can start an investigation. The Ministry will come in later.
You seem to be very determined in stopping Rookwood and Harlow. Why?
I knew men like him in Uganda. I know how bad things can get if they are not stopped. It's a long story, one I promise to share when we have more time. For now, let's do what we came to do.
I'll help you find the letter, Natty.
I'm glad to hear it. First, we must access the castle keep. I'll check the main gate, see if you can find another way in. I do not see any guards, but we should still try to be as quiet as possible. Harlow is here after all.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I've mostly...
Revelio. wonder what that does.
Depulso.
That did it.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Revelio.
This charm is stronger than I had thought. They do not want anyone getting in.
Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Levioso. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
I need to find a way into the gatehouse to open the gate for Natty.
Accio. Revelio. Whoa.
Dead end. Must be another way in.
Wingardium Leviosa.
That looks as if it might raise the gate.
Revelio. Capulso. Accio.
Well done. I will be right up. I knew you could do it. This way. I will get the door.
Hello, Homura.
That is the main keep. My guess is that we'll find Harlow and the letter inside. We'll need to be careful once we get...
I hear them.
Yeah, restrain the beast! Yeah.
High Wing.
Do you know that hippogriff?
Get these things back to them now.
Very well. New plan. I get the evidence and you free that hippogriff. Agreed? This is our chance. Go!
Blast it! There's gotta be another way to get up to the roof. Somewhere.
Revelio.
I hope Natty stays out of trouble.
Telling the poaching amateur it's them spiders. Not worth the trouble if you have to.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
Not the safest place to sneak into.
Depulso. Wingardium Leviosa. Levioso. Confringo. Revelio.
Trafficus Totalis.
Ha ha! Time!
Protego!
Descendo!
Let it! Incendio!
Arresto Momentum.
Confringo!
Leviosa.
Incendio!
Confringo. Accio.
You will not survive!
Aloha Mora. Revelio.
I hope Natty's having an easier time of it.
You're going home in a wooden box! Leviosa!
Confringo. Levioso. Glacier. Accio.
Leviosa!
Levioso.
You little coward! Leviosa!
What have you done?
Accio. Aloha Mora. Revelio.
Oh no, Deke was right. We need to save you from these barbarians.
Revelio. Revelio.
I-Wing, it's all right. There we go.
There you are.
Come on.
Aloha Mora.
Hurry!
Ho! Ho! There's the Hogwarts Express. Must be returning from an unscheduled run.
Don't see myself doing this sort of thing forever, though. Fancy I'll have my own holiday.
I wonder if anyone can
It's incredible, isn't it?
How exciting.
It was exhilarating, wasn't it? I wasn't sure we were going to make it out alive.
There was no need to worry. I had it all under control.
Were you able to find the letter?
Summoned it straight out of Harlow's hands. I will say, I did not expect to see him cast the killing curse at us. He won't forget this. Be on your guard.
Of course. What did the letter say?
That Rookwood's looking for a phoenix. Not sure where he will find one. But it also included Harlow's orders to inspect that castle for the poachers. Enough to connect Harlow to the crimes. I shall deliver the letter to Officer Singer. She'll have to do something when she sees it. Now, tell me, where did you meet these hippogriffs?
I've only met Highwing before. Poppy introduced us.
Poppy Sweeting knows a hippogriff. Of course she does. Poppy will be relieved to know that Highwing's safe. I came to the right person for help. My mother will be worried. I must go. Seek me out soon. I shall have much to tell you.
What are you up to now?
You have news regarding the goblin you mentioned. Why don't we meet at the map chamber to discuss that and our next steps?
don't think it's anything special.
Accio. Oh.
You would be wise not to underestimate this student. Their aptitude for magic is beyond anything I've ever seen, and I've been teaching a long time.
It is a joy to have such a student.
It can be.
There you are.
I received your owl. I was able to speak with Lodgok, the goblin I mentioned before.
What did you learn?
He and Ranrock were close once, but they had a falling out.
You believe he can be trusted?
I believe he's trustworthy, yes. He seemed sincere, and Serona Ryan trusts him.
Very well. Supposing he can be trusted, will he help us get to Ranrock?
I retrieved a stolen helm he hopes to return to Ranrock in order to regain his confidence.
You have been busy. Let's hope your efforts result in our learning something about Ranrock's plans.
Lodgok did mention that Ranrock is searching for something, but he couldn't say what. Perhaps that helm will yield some answers.
Ranrock is searching for something. I feared as much. I've heard an unusual amount of activity, goblins and wizards, I surmise, when visiting my portrait at my castle.
Rookwood Castle?
My former residence, yes. That castle is also the location of your next trial.
You didn't see anything? Speak with anyone?
I did not. In fact, I did not make myself known. I only recently returned there and did not recognize nor trust anyone that I heard. I stayed out of sight so as not to tempt my portrait's destruction.
I'm sorry to tell you that Victor Rookwood, evidently your descendant, is a dark wizard in league with Ranrock.
My descendant? A dark wizard? I'm afraid we've no time to waste. Despite the obstacles that clearly await you, you must get to Rookwood Castle immediately. Not only is it the location of the next trial, it is home to a source of power that would be devastating in the wrong hands. I do wish we had the luxury of time. However, I do not doubt your abilities. Find my portrait there as soon as you can.
Very well, sir. I'm on my way.
Best of luck.
No time to waste. I'll meet you at Rookwood Castle.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Late rising today, were we? No time to change?
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this. Revelio. What do we have here?
I pressed ominous regarding Salazar's Slytherin scriptorium, but my efforts were in vain. Meet me outside the Slytherin common room. We need to talk.
Over here!
What's going on here?
Professor Rookwood was right. The place is crawling with Victor Rookwood's lot and Ranrock's loyalists. They're working together, all right, but it is not a friendly alliance. I'm sure you'll agree that we need to find a way in other than the front gate. Let's go.
Absurd, isn't it? Ranrock wants us to find the child, but which child?
We would take every child we find.
Revelio.
Eventually we make it the right one.
Phew. Sounds like a lot of work. Perhaps we just tell him we looked. Well, if he asks.
It does sound easier.
Let's do that. Someone there? Someone there?
Revelio. Patricus totalis. Revelio.
You can't stop Ranrock's rebellion!
Ah, but if you don't fill up so much, you can actually go further.
Ranrock will unite us!
Wingardium Leviosa.
Expulso!
I won't bet.
Arresto Momentum.
Up there. That's our way in.
Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Descendo. Wingardium Leviosa. Arresto Momentum. Levioso.
If I'd known your plan was to dig up half the country...
I wouldn't have to dig if you could simply manage to bring me the child.
We wouldn't need the child if you hadn't sent a dragon to retrieve the container I spent months and countless ministry favors tracking.
You let them board the carriage. My options were limited once I knew it would be inconveniently beyond my reach at that infernal school.
Have you not acquired enough power here? I allowed you to tunnel under my family home.
Allowed me? You are here only because you are descended from a keeper and may at some point inadvertently become valuable. We had an agreement. I will share with you the power that I discovered if you locate the stores of magic that are yet to be found. So, unless you want another demonstration of my power, a power that you one day hope to wield, bring me the child.
We already knew they were after you, but now we know they're digging for stores of magic.
And Ranrock knows about the Keepers.
Yes, I caught that too. Professor Rookwood said that you'd understand more once you complete the next trial.
Let's get into that castle. Revelio.
Any special words you want me to pass on to your mum?
Expulso!
Quite conductive, aren't we?
Ah, how delightful.
Expulso! Up for a minute dying, are we? No!
Accio! Leviosa! Confringo!
I won't. An intruder!
Expulso! Accio!
I'll make you wish you were back at school.
What are you doing?
Leviosa!
What is this?
Confringo! Places!
Why have you not run away? Intend to die, do you? I'll get you for this!
Confringo!
What the hell is ground now?
Leviosa! Accio! Places! Leviosa! Confringo! Accio! Places! Arresto momentum instantly. Depulso! Revelio! Revelio. Revelio.
I suppose that's the quick way down.
Revelio.
Goblin tracks. They're a step ahead.
Revelio.
Let's see where they lead. This must be it. The store of magic and the source of Ranrock's power.
It looks empty. If they've taken all of it, why are they still here?
Ranrock said there's more to be found, and if he's right about that, it may or may not be located here. Wherever it is, we need to find it before they do. Where is that portrait?
I heard something.
Revelio.
I was hoping that was you.
Professor Rookwood, the goblins and dark wizards who've overrun your castle are digging for stores of magic and have broken open some sort of container.
No! Things are more dire than I could have imagined. If, as you told Percival, a goblin in his vault was wielding a powerful magic, then they have somehow learned. It cannot be!
And sir, they know you were a keeper. Ranrock used the term.
This makes no sense. How did... We shall discuss this later. Right now, you must complete the next trial.
Just tell me where I need to go.
The power you stand to wield must first be fully understood. The trials will ensure that. Power without knowledge is dangerous indeed. In the wrong hands, we will simply have to outwit Ranrock and my unfortunate namesake.
Very well, Professor. Tell me where I need to go.
I shall reveal the path. Professor Fig must leave you now.
I would join you if I could. I shall await your arrival in the map chamber.
Revelio. Incendio. Depulso. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. That pillar is blocking the path. I'll need to move it. Wingardium Leviosa.
Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
Is there any way to reposition this archway?
Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa. Leviosa, Glacius, Arresto Momentum, Incendio, Depulso, Expelliarmus. Incendio. Arresto Momentum. Depulso. Expelliarmus. Arresto Momentum. Depulso. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Confringo, Glacius, Accio, Levioso, Depulso, Incendio.
I believe I need to proceed to the left here, but how? time to hit the mark on the far wall. That sort of thing has repositioned the archways in the past. Revelio. The bridges appear and disappear depending upon which side of the archway I'm on. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Descendo. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Incendio, Expelliarmus, Compulsor, Accio, Levioso, Glacius, Confringo. Levioso, Confringo, Glacius. Compulsor. Hitting those marks readjusts the monitoring. Perhaps there's a way through from the other side of this one. Accio, Confringo, Glacius, Levioso. Levioso, Confringo. Revelio. Accio, Wingardium Leviosa. Levioso. Wingardium Leviosa. Levioso, Accio.
Levioso. Accio. Levioso. Confringo, Levioso, Glacius, Confringo, Levioso, Glacius, Accio, Confringo, Glacius, Levioso, Accio, Accio, Confringo, Glacius, Incendio, Expelliarmus, Arresto Momentum, Devolso, Depulso, Incendio, Expelliarmus, Arresto Momentum, Incendio, Depulso, Incendio, Expelliarmus, Arresto Momentum, Incendio, Expelliarmus, Depulso, Confringo, Glacius, Accio, Confringo, Glacius, Incendio, Expelliarmus, Arresto Momentum, Depulso, Incendio, Expelliarmus, Protego, Stupefy, Arresto Momentum, Incendio, Depulso, Incendio, Expelliarmus, Protego, Arresto Momentum, Depulso, Stupefy, Protego, Stupefy, Arresto Momentum, Incendio, Expelliarmus! Repulsor! Confringo! Glacius! Confringo! Glacius! Protego! Stupefy! Stupefy! Protego! Stupefy! Stupefy! What a relief.
I must say I'm curious to hear of Isidore's travels.
Do come in. Please, have a seat.
Isadora, we are all most intrigued to hear.
We're ready. I've something to show you. Father, these are my colleagues from Hogwarts. Father hasn't spoken since my brother died. On my travels, I confirmed that which I've always believed. That we have the power to take away pain.
Isadora. What have you done?
I took his pain.
This is uncharted magic, Isadora. You can only see what has been sealed in the jar, and we do not know what power that may hold. But the traces of that magic are different from what I've seen before.
Thank you.
Revelio.
You're back.
And in one piece, no less. It is good to see you again.
Professor Rookwood told me about what happened at Rookwood Castle.
In light of the dire circumstances in which we find ourselves, it is most fortunate that someone so competent is following this path.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep the second artifact safe as you've advised.
Good. Are you ready to move on?
What was the glowing strand that Isadora pulled from her father's chest?
It was pain. You will understand more about her actions as you complete the trials.
I'm ready for whatever comes next.
In that case, introductions are in order.
Allow me to introduce former Hogwarts headmistress, Neve Fitzgerald.
How do you do? I must say that I was not entirely surprised to learn that a student had been completing the trials. I've always believed Hogwarts students capable of anything they set their minds to.
Thank you, Professor. It's a pleasure to meet you as well.
I am certain that you are more than capable of completing my trial. However, I must first, how shall I say, prepare the location of your next trial.
We trust your judgment, Professor Fitzgerald. You should know better than anyone how to manage the inconvenience of, well...
A vainglorious and exasperating headmaster? Indeed I should. I shall confirm that everything is in order immediately.
Of course. Professor Fitzgerald needs some time to clear the way forward. Until then, you should continue to hone your magic. If you learn more about Ranrock and Victor Rookwood's activities in the meantime, please let us know.
Very well, Professor. I know. Continue to hone my magic.
You do learn quickly. Hopefully you will soon hear from Lodgok as well, and we shall learn how he fared with the helmet you retrieved. Well done today, as always. We shall speak again soon.